My people know me, and I'm really grateful. And honestly, as difficult as it is, I'm going to be taking a voluntary exit tonight.
No. No.
Please, just... I don't want this to be as hard as it already is. Honestly, to the people that I truly, genuinely like in this house, I wish you well. And please, no matter what it is, I just hope that you all keep going. And I'm honored to have served you as the head of house before I take my exit. I'll be going into the diary room now and I won't come out.
No.
So please.
No.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
So guys, we were glued to our screens as usual, right? Then just that is moments after the live eviction show when Ebuka actually asked certain questions about. Let me not go into that for now. I was actually there when I heard Big Brother say, call the head of house to the diary room. At the moments later, NECHE went and came back and gathered the housemates together. Actually, I was thinking, because we know after every live eviction show, they go for the brief for the wager tax, that is for the incoming week, right? So we were expecting her to come and read the brief. Rather, she put the housemates together and announced to them that she's taking a voluntary exit, and when she goes to the diary room, she will not be coming back again. For being a fan of this show, we've seen Big Brother pull this kind of prank on us several times. So in a moment, I was actually thinking, or is it Big Brother pulling another prank again on us viewers and the housemates as well? Because nobody saw this coming. We all saw NECHE in the live eviction show. She didn't look like someone who is distressed, like stressed out. We all know during the week she was actually stressed out because she complained a lot. She was stressed. These housemates stressed her out. And we all know she's not as strong as the others. So we didn't actually see her taking a voluntary exit. No one saw it coming. Nobody saw that coming. So NECHE announced to the housemates that she is taking a voluntary exit. Guys, I'm repeating that again. And she went to the diary room and never came out. Flora, on the other hand, cried, guys. Blutopia as well, because you know that is her go-to person. Blutopia cried, guys. She cried. If it is true that NECHE is exiting, because you know she said her mental health is at stake. She actually said it in the diary session earlier that she could not keep her secret anymore or something. Like Big Brother told her that they will speak about it in another session, or let them talk about it later in another diary session. But we couldn't even get to hear what that secret of hers is. She rather took a voluntary exit. So what could it be, guys? What do you think this could be? Please write that in the comment section. And also, don't forget to subscribe as well. But now, let's get into details of this NECHE situation, because it is actually surprising to all viewers worldwide, because we never saw this coming. There was this housemate that was evicted in, was it Shine Your Eye or no? That was Shine Your Eye season, right? A male housemate was exited the show based on the fact that he was actually acting weird, and he was acting some way that was not normal for his personality. So he was taken out for medical treatment and later did not come back to the show. So that one is understandable. But in NECHE's case, nobody saw that coming. So now, let's get into details, because Oyin actually explained later on what actually happened or could be the cause of her exiting the show. Now, during the live eviction show, as usual, Ebuka took us through the activities that happened in the house, and then the Saltex was voted the most influential person of the week, and you know it is sponsored by Bet Power, right? So a wheel was placed in the house for Saltex to spin, and then his spin fell on the numbers were on the spin, right? So when you spin, whichever number is falls on, you pick an envelope corresponding to that number, you open it. So Chimsom, who was the previous player of the most influential of the week last week, was the first to go. He spin and his number fell on 5. He picked the 5 envelope and revealed a laptop on it. So his prize was a laptop. Saltex also spinned and his fellow is the number 3. Yes, so he opened the envelope and the envelope was an iPad, right? So that is it for what Big Brother had to say to the players of the week for last week and this week, which is Chimsom Chuka and Saltex for this week. So Ebuka later came to the house. Guys, listen to this very well. Now, to understand maybe the reason why NECHE might have exited the Big Brother house. So she was asked by Ebuka who she thinks I can't actually remember what exactly Ebuka, but I can remember vividly well what Ebuka asked Godessa, right? Godessa was asked what she said about what their discussion, her discussion with Sheba was about Godessa and NECHE. Now Godessa could said, guys, excuse me because I can't bring myself to accept the fact that NECHE has exited the house. So now, let me go back a bit. Ebuka asked Godessa what she thinks about NECHE. She went about to say, she's a sweet girl, she's that and that. She didn't say anything bad. Ebuka now asked her, but this, what you are saying now is contrary to what you said about her to Sheba in your discussion. She was like, what did she say about her? What did she say about her? She was asking Sheba, did we even talk about NECHE? We all know very well that you had discussions with Sheba about NECHE. Godessa, don't be hypocritical. Don't be a hypocrite. Now, after the eviction show, in a conversation with Sheba asked her whether she would go and apologize. She said she will never apologize for anything. And moreover, she doesn't even remember what Ebuka is trying to ask. She doesn't even remember saying anything bad about NECHE. So she's not even going to apologize. Now, where I am coming to is for the fact that I am very sure this lady is going through some emotional stress, right? So if Godessa had honestly went to apologize to NECHE, maybe we wouldn't have gotten to this stage. But fair enough, she didn't do that. She said she will not do that and she didn't. Now, let's go to the fact that after she had that conversation with Sheba, NECHE, on the other hand, went about her normal thing. No, she went about everything normally to the extent that she was even having a conversation that looked like they were having an argument with one of the housemates upstairs, right? Then she was normal. Everything was normal about her. She went about everything until I heard, will the head of house please report to the diary room? Because I'm very sure that calling of Big Brother, of the head of house to the room, was for the wager brief. And I'm sure she went there to say she wanted a voluntary exit. And Big Brother had nothing to say about that, but rather allow her to do what she wanted. Whether it is a prank or it is true. Because if it is a prank, they'll put her in a room where cameras will be moving to her as well. So if it is a prank, we hope to see those videos of her in a secret room. But if it is not, if we've not seen it throughout the night till the day, till the morning, till the whole day, Monday, then it means it is actually true. She has exited Big Brother's house. But what Oyin had to say about Godessa and Sheba was that their part that they played in Sheba's NECHE's exit is for the fact that during what Oyin was telling the other housemates, during Sheba NECHE's reign as head of house, she complained a lot about Sheba and Godessa giving her a tough time. Whenever she calls for a meeting, they are the last to come. Whenever they are ready to rehearse for their wager, they are the last people to come. And mind you, I've seen through Sheba this week that she was actually not happy. She would have been one of the housemaids that if they had lost that wager, she would have been happy and she would have gone about saying a lot of things about how the wager was short, because she actually made mention for the fact that since Big Brother complained that the wager presentation was short, she was even telling them that it is too short and they didn't listen to her, whatever. She made that comment. So imagine if they had lost the wager, the things she would have said. And earlier when NECHE won the head of house, she was like, she doesn't want to tell her what to do or get involved in her business because it will look as if she's not letting go of power, and it will look as if she's meddling in the new head of house. That is the statement she made to Godessa, right? So just after NECHE's exit, we saw that play out. Because Big Brother mentioned that, will one housemate come to the diary room will one housemate please come to the diary room? And lo and behold, it was Sheba that went for the wager brief, came out to call this housemate when Oyin was actually outside. Oyin and what's the name, Flora, was actually outside crying and lamenting over the exit of NECHE. And Oyin was actually explaining to the housemaid that NECHE and Godessa and Sheba was actually one of the reasons why Sheba exited the show, because they played a part in it. And listen very carefully, viewers. Please listen very carefully, because she said Godessa was actually friends with Sheba in the... Why do I continue saying Sheba? Godessa was one of the closest friends to NECHE during the first week when they came to the house. And she confided a lot in Godessa. She confided in her, like her mental state. They spoke about like deep conversations. The conversations that she had with Godessa, she actually does not have those kind of conversations with Blutopia. And we all know Blutopia is just one playful and funny girl who doesn't take things serious. So one of the people she used to go to have good heartfelt conversations was Godessa. And to think that Godessa now flipped on her when she won the head of house to be friends with Sheba, it was actually playing in her brain. She was not having it. And to think of it that she was one of the people that was dragging her feet during her reign. So it actually got to her. She complained to them several times that she'll be reporting these two to Big Brother. So it actually got to her. And for the fact that they came to the live eviction show, and Ebuka also mentioned that she had a conversation with Sheba about her. What could it actually be? You know, the lady will be thinking about it. Will it be that all these things I said to this lady during my vulnerable moment, she actually discussed it with this other person who I know doesn't like me? So you see, when I call Godessa a hypocrite, I don't just say that because even after all this, she had a conversation with her guy, Araga, right? And she was trying to play Nomi as the bad character. Meanwhile, the description she was trying to describe Nomi, she actually fits in that description perfectly. Why will you now be saying that you feel pity for Abby because you think that Abby can be vulnerable to Nomi and Nomi will use it against her whenever they have a fight? And you think that if Abby is vulnerable to Nomi, Nomi will use it and either say it to other housemates or use it against her. Meanwhile, you are doing the same thing. So Godessa is actually playing a game that, guys. So after NECHE's exit, let's forget about, after NECHE's exit, guys, the house was silent. Let me tell you something. From the very first day these housemates entered the Big Brother house, we did not see this kind of silence in Big Brother's house as today. The whole house was in silence. Even tell you, whenever the brief is brought in to be read by whichever housemate that is a head of house, we see the commotion that goes about and how the head of house finds it difficult to control this housemate to understand. This person will say, I don't understand. Let me tell you something. What happened today? These housemates were very quiet. Total silence until Sheba read the brief till the end. Nobody complained. Nobody said, I didn't understand. Nobody said anything. They were very quiet. They listened to her. She read the brief and the groups were divided and every group was silently, because this exit actually got to them. Now they will realize that even though if you are playing a game, you must actually consider the health and the well-being of your fellow housemates. So guys, this is what has happened in Big Brother's house. NECHE's shocking voluntary exit. So let's see what happens, if it is a prank or it is real.